listings have been increasing, but the gap between the luxurious customer or consumer and the average worker has decreased. Today, I'm going to talk about the current state of the market between the institutional buyers and the upper class and the average person and the working class. So, many of y'all have heard that about the market in the news, that there's an inventory that has grown over 10% in the past year. Although the media suggests that the buyer's market has arrived, we still see a huge uprising of the sellers and trying to get rid of their properties due to the high cost of inflation and the rising prices. But at the same time, the real problem lies under the first-time home buyers who are trying to participate in the market with a record low of 20%. But here's the roadmap to the truth. The luxury concentration. We're talking about those penthouses in downtown, or those 400 up to $1 million homes in the suburbs. The institutional barriers that has Wall Street put us in this position, and the cost of carry, meaning the interest rates, the premium prices, and the property taxes. So, historically, the meaning of barbell economy usually relies on the billionaires owning the market, and then the common worker or the working class holding a small piece of it. Although the housing growth has grown significantly in the state of Texas, luxury sales has risen to 15% very recently. And so where has the starter homes and the condos that we have seen over the years from the booming generation to the upper 70s, during the 70s. So over the past year, those numbers have plummeted just a little bit. Although there's still hope for them, we need to look what's really going on. So, think about how a store can be full of these fully stocked beverages, but then the average person leaves with hungry or thirst. For over 5 months, the inventory has been meaningless. The prices don't really match up to what the working class can afford, and where the paychecks are able to catch up. But while the working class is trying to play catch up, we have institutional buyers such as BlackRock who are constantly buying houses at a large scale. A really great example is the Atlanta market. From the late 2010s to the early 2020s, we have seen these people take over communities. We're talking about zip codes, subdivisions, while the average person is stuck at renting those exact homes that these private institutions are buying. The same case comes to Texas. Texas has seen a huge share of buyers, corporate buyers, buying some of these homes. We also seen increased sales amongst wholesalers and cash buyers. These are private investors with huge amount of money, cash available for their disposal. While first-time homebuyers depend heavily on FHA and VA loans, in some instances, mathematically, are disqualified from competing against the same cash buyers, making them look towards the permanent rental inventory. The same inventory that these institutional buyers are buying, therefore shrinking the home ownership by a little. So the paradox has become where medium prices have reached a cut of around $20,000 in late 2025. These cuts are supposed to offset the interest rates and the premiums of insurance, especially in areas where they're prone for natural disasters. There's two sides to the housing market in Texas, such as Dallas. Dallas is a beautiful place. Been there a couple of times, but the prices down there have weakened for the past 9 months, and the median has still maintained a $400,000. So in perspective, let's think about you're a startup founder who's interested in buying a private jet. While the price tag says it's 30% off, yet you still aren't able to afford most of the jet. Therefore, making it more as a blimp instead of a jet, or even a helicopter. In summary, the inventory growth is concentrated highly amongst the luxury market, and the cash buyers have locked the bottom tiers, the low ends of $250,000 homes. Now, price cuts hasn't really done us a favor to return us to affordable levels. Inventory without accessibility is just an illusion. It's just a dream. Texas might have open land, but the door to home ownership is factually locked for many people.